very much.
You're welcome.
Today, the job market is it's positive. It's growing. We have great growth in the fintech community. So we have a lot of creative, innovative ideas coming out for financial services companies to access right here in Wilmington. We're also seeing growth in manufacturing and industrial kinds of jobs, and that's exciting. I think that in the future, what I'd like to see is a continued investment in the jobs that we know are stable, that are providing a good or a service to folks all over the world, but then also really fostering growth in our entrepreneurial community. I think that our arts and film area create a synergy that then rolls over into the job market simply by cultivating that creative, innovative way of thinking.
Tend to think about the economy. You've got what we call potential output, which is growing over time. So this is how much we can produce if the economy is running at full steam. Everybody's employed, factories are running, etc. And you look at actual, they're cruising along, they actually went above it for a little while, and then we hit the recession. And when you've got this big gap, we're producing below our potential. That means we can grow quickly because we're coming back towards our potential again. But now that we're running essentially at full steam, there's no more extra gap to close up. So the analogy I often use for this is a lot like a NASCAR race. If you're behind and drafting, you can catch up, but once you pull out into the wind, then you're kind of on your own, and growth tends to slow down a little bit.
As the largest employer in the region, it's something that from an executive committee in the organization, we take extremely seriously. Because when we think about employing 7,000 employees, that means that we are potentially impacting probably anywhere from 15 to 20,000 individuals' lives directly through their families and what we do. So it's something that we take extremely seriously, and it actually at times is very humbling to those of us that are kind of charged with making those decisions.
They've got around 175 employees now, and invested many millions of dollars in this community, and we hope to continue to see that grow and add to that. But they were our first tenant, took this site here on the right, and have got a world-class facility, well over 100,000 square feet of just Class A manufacturing space. They have a tremendous impact on the regional economy, not only from an employee standpoint, but they also use a lot of local suppliers. You'll see trucking companies and vendors and some office supply, and you know, all, as you can imagine, the full gamut that manufacturing brings. But we've got a lot of property back behind there. In fact, we've got a couple of what we use as large tract potential, you know, 100 acres or so that we can show to companies that may need. In fact, we're obviously involved with companies that have that need right now and are looking at this section of Pender Commerce Park as well. So it's just an excellent location, and again, the ease of I think that the ease of getting in and out of here and to and fro is just fantastic, and it's living up to what we thought it would live up to. We've got around 400 acres left, so we've got capacity. We're obviously interested in knowing where looking down the road, where we'll probably try to encourage the more property to be acquired, but we've got enough to keep us busy for a while. And fortunately, we've got a lot of interest in this park. We've got quite a bit of client activity. I mean, it's just like anything else, you know, when you, even a housing subdivision, once you get, you know, an anchor tenant in there or get a few things going, it has a tendency to attract other people.